Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Yajji. Been doing a commentary, and this is gonna be on how I joined teams in the times and past, whatever. But yeah, this is just to help you guys out if you guys are looking for teams and shit. But yeah, what I'm about to talk about is just how to join teams. It's not really that hard. Well, the RC, like going for RCs and shit, this really is hard. I mean, it's getting time. Like, it helps you get consistent, basically. RCs are basically to help you get consistent. Like how hard can you grind out for clips? But basically, this is what I'm going to talk about. So this is the tips I'm going to give you right now, and it's really going to help you throughout your whole trick shot or basically career or some whatever. Help you get you in the face and shit, whatever. But anyway, this is how I got into teams. So one thing I always thought of is standards, and standards come along with everything. And I mean, standards are just really the things that help keep teams in balance. If you don't have the right standards of the right time, like people don't use barrel stuffs anymore, they don't use 360 still spin on the ground and then hit the guy. Standards have really changed all Black Ops 2, and trust me, it has changed a lot. And those standards are really needed in the community, because without them, Shoshana just looks kind of dead now. But it's really not, because really though, standards are just helping teams grow. Like teams like not use the same spots over and over again, like over the jet, spawn shot, like shit like that. They don't really like that shit. Some people in teams, like the teams that had the leaders will basically say, like, sometimes, like, don't go for the same shot over and over again, like don't go for the same spot. I mean, it will make sense for them to do that, because then, I mean, it make your team a little bit more vibrant. But yeah, standards are coming to key every day when it comes to clips, and that's one thing you want to watch out for with teams. Okay, make sure they meet your standards. Make sure they're not out of like your level. Like, make sure they're not out of your league. Let me just say that. And then, okay, second thing I want to talk about is consistency. How many shots can you hit within a week? If you hit, let me just say this, okay? I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you can hit at least one shot a week, go for a team. Okay, depending on what you hit. If you hit one shot a week, then don't try joining. Just if you can hit 3 shots within 1 week, at least they don't have to be all usables, but at least if they're leftovers, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, try doing something new, try going over to different spots and shit. Try that. I mean, don't go for the same spot over and over again, and then it's like the same type of shots, like a barrel stuff and type shit. Go for something else, like over the jet. Don't go for like a regular like spot right there, unless you're trying to 10 ace and other shit. The guy's like all the way back in their back cave. I mean, only do that shit. And then also make sure that, like, I mean, if you can hit more clips within a week, the leaders will like that. They can tell you're consistent. You're not on dry streak most of the time. That's what happens with me. Like, I end up getting on a dry streak. But I don't know why, but it just happens. But everybody gets on a dry streak, but then they get themselves back up. But yeah, guys, that's one thing. And then another thing, clip grinding. Basically, kind of like consistency, but how like you gotta make sure you're always on the same. You wanna make sure you're always in the game. Not like no lifing it, but like at least get to that point where you're grinding out for your clips. You're not being lazy, you can get on some other games. Like, if you're a trick shotter, please, I recommend you take a break, because I'm not, okay, let's say this. Most knowers have clear outs, and the clear outs clear out for them, and they have, I remember I was in the game with Torque Jitters. That kid had literally my friend, that was a clear out, another clear out, and another clear out. That was my friend. That was my friend's friend, or whatever. And then it was somebody in Flaw, me, and Torque Jitters. And tell me how, apparently, I'm like, in my head I'm like, wow, he must really need clear outs. Like, and I would understand that, like, but the problem is, like, with me, if I knew a bunch of clear outs, I'd probably be getting the last hitting shots, right? But I'm not them. I'm not a knower. I don't know anybody. I only know a couple clear outs, but they don't always join my game and shit. You know what I mean? They were probably busy playing with L7 and fucking Flaw and Dare and shit. Like, who knows? You know what I mean? And the one thing I always try to make sure I'm doing is just, you know what I mean, on my grind, trying to get clips. You know what I mean? Take breaks if you need to. Trust me, it will really help you. Okay, Now another thing, activity. Make sure you're active on your channel. If you have a YouTube, at least be active. Upload at least maybe once a week. Come on now, like once a week won't hurt you. That's like, especially if you've bought a recording device and you're not even recording for anything. What's the point of you? What was the point of you even having a PVR? I understand you want to record your clips, but what was the point of you buying a PVR, dude? Like, if you're gonna buy a PVR, at least use it. Like, you have a PVR, you have an Elgato, you have whatever. Fuck it, you have your iPod. Fucking record some shit. You can't just be lazy, not uploading anything. Like me, I've been active most of my summer. Like, I've been uploading a lot. Like, I remember during school, I uploaded a whole damn lot when I wasn't really supposed to. I was really supposed to be focused on finals in school. I still passed with finals. I fucking aced the shit out of it. But like, still, like, I mean, at times, you know what I mean, at least upload. And like, if you're in high school, I totally understand, because I'm about to be a freshman. But still, like, at least try to be active once a week. Try uploading something. Like, every Saturday, at least try to upload. Like, one thing, like, wake up in the morning, do a live com. Do something with your friends. Do private match awards. Fuck it. Shit, at least upload something, because that's what leaders would want. I mean, have a little bit of personality in your videos too. Have a little bit of personality. Like, I have somewhat of a personality, but not all the time. I mean, like, the private match awards, I kept yelling my fucking head off and shit sometimes. But I mean, have a little bit of personality in videos. It would really help. And then now talking to people on Skype. I'm gonna make this quick because the gameplay's almost over. But yeah, okay, talking to people on Skype. This is what I did. I basically looked up somebody on I looked up the leaders on Skype, right? And basically, I would go on YouTube, look up the roster, see the leader, type in his name, and then I would see if he would respond. If he didn't respond within like the day, then I would just delete that, go to another team and see if I could try. You know what I mean? That's how I got into, what do you call that team? That's how I got into Arctic, but Tame was a different way. They had this thing. Also, look for teams that have this thing called like looking to join blah blah blah, or like application for joining blah blah blah. I mean, some shit like that, because that would really like be a little bit more simpler. But also, like, do this thing, like, also just try looking up their name on Skype. If you actually find a leader, you're lucky enough, because honestly, I probably most likely could have had a chance to join TSU, but the guy wasn't recruiting at the time. Like, I had a chance, almost had a chance, but he wasn't recruiting, so oh well. But anyway, at the same time, I mean, just try this idea. Just make sure that you're talking to them, trying to talk to them on Skype and shit. Just do that. Look at the name, look at the name on the roster, look at the leader, type in his name on Skype, try saying, yo, I would like to see if I had a chance of joining blah 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 blah, and that's it. You know what I mean? Say that. And then last thing, at least trying to stay away from teams with hate. Teams with hate is not good. Trust me. Tame really just tore me apart, because really Tame was a good team. It's just that they seem kind of old to people. Like, oh, you joined Tame, they're so terrible. Oh my god, you're so ugly, kill yourself, dude. Honestly, just stay away with teams from hate. Basically, I'm trying to say, okay, sorry for the lag on my help, but like, stay away from teams that are like, what teams I'm talking about? Stay away from teams that are like Mob, Bolt, those teams. Stay away from those teams, and you'll be perfectly fine, dude. Trust me. Stay away from those teams from hate, and you'll be perfectly fine, man. But yeah, guys, it's been Yajji. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like and comment down below. I know this is a long commentary. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
It's Ivan B. Hey, what up, Eric?
Sleeping through the day, wake up with champagne, brought me a A. I told my mother I would quit, what can I say? I'm still breathing, falling in love every evening, so we just gonna stay teenage dreamers on this way. I told my mother I grow up, what can I say? I'm still breathing, falling in love every evening.
I hardly go to sleep, but my dream is still picture clean. 4 a.m. Monday morning, school about to ring. They tell me to wake up, man, you're always in a dream. Go and get a job, deliver some magazines, so I sleepwalk wherever I go. Yeah,